Hey guys, this is Andrew with SoccerReviews.com doing an unboxing video today of the Puma EvoSpeed 1 in the synthetic upper. This boot is in the jasmine green, white, blue, and fluorescent yellow colorway. Let's go ahead and get these out of the box. The EvoSpeed replaced Puma's V111 series, which, although some people really enjoyed that boot, it definitely divided opinion. You either hated it or you loved it. It was very difficult to find the right size. It was sized really weird. And Puma have addressed a lot of the issues that people came out and talked about with the V111 here on the EvoSpeed. The first thing we're going to talk about is the upper. The EvoSpeed Synthetic has a monolayer microfiber upper. It's extremely thin. You can see my finger running through there, which is something that you can see in pretty much every speed boot on the market today. The other thing about this upper is Puma have attempted to incorporate something similar to Nike's ACC technology and that texture that you see on the new F50 Adizero. It's this little dimpling that runs all across the toe box there. It's supposed to provide a little more friction between you and the ball and give you a little better grip, a little better touch in certain conditions. The other thing we're going to look at on the EvoSpeed in this unboxing is one thing that they've done that's a lot like the F50. They've actually put, if I can get it to where you can see, they've put this little thing a lot like the Sprint frame in there. It's called the EverFit Cage. It runs on both sides of the boot. And what this does is this gives the boot its structure. It makes sure that despite the thin upper, that it doesn't fold in on itself, that it provides a sturdiness and helps to lock your foot in place when you actually have them on. The EvoSpeed 1 has also changed considerably from previous models in the fact that you no longer have that bladed stud pattern with the 6 blades in the heel. They've actually switched to a conical stud pattern, which although these are a little more oval shaped than we're used to seeing, they're still more conical than bladed. You see that it's conical all the way in the forefoot. With this DuoFlex technology kind of in there so that the sole plate's very responsive, that it creases where it needs to crease. When you're pressing into the ground to push off, it bends right there, so that it helps out a lot with that. Another thing with the EvoSpeed, we actually were able to test the K-Leather model a couple months ago, and it's actually one of my favorite boots of 2012 so far. And one thing I was really impressed with is that despite Puma releasing these as a speed boot, and with every ounce seeming to count and every piece of quality being tossed out the window in order to shave off ounces, Puma have put probably one of the best insoles on the market today inside their speed boot. It's got kind of this odd shape towards the front so that it contours to the boot. But on the bottom, as you can see, it is padded to the max. There is probably a ½ ounce worth of padding on there alone. And since the EvoSpeed weighs in at 6.4 ounces, to remove all that padding and to go with kind of an ultralight insole like what Adidas have with the F50, it would probably get it down either at least around or underneath that 6 ounce mark. You can just see how incredibly thick that is. It makes for a really comfortable ride in the boot. And the K-Leather one, I actually would take the liner out and put it in other boots sometimes. One of my favorites on the market. Definitely something that Puma have done right with their speed boot. I'm more than willing to sacrifice a few minuscule points of an ounce for comfort. So I'm really excited about that inclusion. We will definitely try and have a comparison video of the K-Leather version and the synthetic up in the next few weeks. I want to get some testing of these done. Also would like to give them a run out in a couple different conditions to see if that dimpling does anything whatsoever. And keep an eye out for that video to go up. Also, if you'd like to see the review on these boots, we'll post the link down in the description to soccerreviews.com. Make sure you give the video a like and let us know if you'd like to see a comparison video between both different types of uppers that the EvoSpeed's been released in, and if you'd like to see a comparison video of the top 3 brands' current speed boot releases between the new Adidas F50 Adizero, the Vapor 8, and the EvoSpeed. Just comment below, leave a like, tell us what you'd like to see, and thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed it.